June 30 is here. For weeks, South Africa has been counting down to a deadline set not by the government, parliament, or by the court, but by anti-immigration groups demanding that undocumented migrants leave the country. As migrants, embassies, and foreign governments prepared for the day, questions have grown over who is really driving South Africa's migration debate.
As the South African people, we are tired of illegal immigrants who have flocked our country in numbers in the millions. Actually, nobody even knows how many of them are here walking around undocumented.
Groups such as Operation Dudula and now March and March have become some of the most influential voices in South Africa's immigration debate. Their message resonates with many South Africans who believe the government has failed to control illegal immigration. But critics argue that as these groups have grown louder, they have increasingly shaped events on the ground, creating an impression that activist movements rather than state institutions are setting the agenda.
They're living in fear, basically. You're walking on the street and a fellow citizen can stop you and ask for your papers. People have been harmed. Businesses have been looted. So basically, the opportunity has been presented. Come home.
The growing concern has also drawn attention from African governments as foreign missions respond to worried citizens seeking clarity about their safety in South Africa.
The responsibility for enforcing immigration laws rests with the state and the state alone. There have been weaknesses in the way migration has been managed in our country. There have been weaknesses in rigorous and focused enforcement. We admit that.
The debate now extends beyond immigration to questions about whether documented migrants and legal residents are being swept into a broader backlash against foreigners.
Here, the scapegoats are the immigrants, and especially the African immigrants, because in South Africa is a country of immigrants of all sorts of race.
Economic activity has come to a standstill, and when you speak to them, they speak about fear, they speak about disappointment, they speak about not understanding exactly what their fault is.
The government insists migration enforcement belongs to the state and not to activist groups. President Cyril Ramaphosa has repeatedly warned against lawlessness and against anyone taking immigration enforcement into their own hands.
We will and must not allow groups to use the legitimate concerns of South Africans to destabilize our country through inciting lawlessness and violence. We will act against forces who are exploiting the concerns of our people about illegal immigration to further their own political, personal, and criminal agendas.
June 30 has arrived, but questions that brought South Africa to this moment remain unresolved. South Africans want the government to address illegal immigration. Migrants want protection and certainty about their future. The real test is now whether the government can convince both groups that it remains firmly in control and that immigration policy will be determined by institutions and rule of law, and not by whichever group shouts the loudest.